The taberna that we can see here is the bakery. That was used to sell one of the most typical food of the Roman time, the brown bread. While on the floor, we can still see the line of the door that was used to close this small shop. While on this other side, we can see part of the material who buried the city of Naples, Neapolis, in the 5th century. And if you remember, the Palace of Justice of the 6th century built on top. I love this place because it's talking about the architecture, the history from Greek, Roman, early Middle Age time. But one of my favorite spots of this archaeological site is the famous cryptoportico. The cryptoportico was this closed passage, a different series of arches closed on top, where we can still find part of the small bottega where people could sell products or small table placed horizontal with a little bit of pendants. Something like that. We can see that the remains are telling us the shape of the entire area. So the staircase goes now in front of a wall that back then was reaching the upper floor. If now, right now, we are in the Roman time of the 1st century AD, behind this door we can reach the late Greek time, Tardo Hellenistica, with this incredible opera hydrica, this huge cistern made with a big, huge blocks of local stone. Don't lose your glasses or your phone because it is not possible to get them back. If this new area of the archaeological site with the cistern was used to channelize the stream of water, now we are the so-called impluvium. The impluvium was used for the collection of the rainwater. So there are different opinions. Somebody said it was part of a scola. Somebody else said it was part of a bigger structure that could be a villa. The mosaics is still on the floor with these great 2 frames of basalt mixed with a white tesserae and part of the frescoes still alive along the walls. To learn about the history of Naples, this is the best place that you can find. That's the structure of the ancient Neapolis, and in this other plan we can see the remains of the big theater built under the time of the Emperor Nero, and the temple for the Oscuri on the other side, and the Tolos with the marketplace where we were right now. That's the 3D model, that you can see much better the different layers of the city. The Tolos with the taverne, the shops that we visited before, part of the temple now, the church of San Paolo Maggiore, and the different streets, Cardini and Decumani, and part of the Roman theater, where now we can have a lot of buildings and palazzi built. This other one here is completely gone. In the project of the city of Naples, there is a new excavations for the theater, so we can find more info in the next years, I guess. Part of the inscriptions in Greek language are next to this lapidi, and we know that Naples could adopt the Greek language, the Greek alphabet, even in the late Roman Empire. And part of the theater, the picture of gradinate are there. We know the famous legend that the Emperor Nero, the tifo that was a great actor, when the first time that he came to Naples for a performance was the 62 AD, there was a huge earthquake, famous in the chronicles of Pompeii, and people wanted to escape, wanted to leave. He said, "Don't move, our gods clapping the hands for my performance." Some of the objects that we found along the excavations of the ancient Neapolis are in this incredible small museum, like some antefisse used to cover the roof with a palm's design, or with a lion shape, or this great small tragic mask. We have in this glass also lamps, the lamps of the Roman time. They are of the first century AD, some of them of the first half, some of them in the late quarter of the first century, and they are made of terracotta. Most of them has got a lot of beautiful decorations like grapes or lions or griffon or the goddess Athena. Studying this pottery, the so-called amphora with a double handle on the side of the neck, we can literally recreate the commerce of the past. Well, the roots of different products that could be the olive oil, the grain, the wine, garum, the so-called fish sauce. Studying them, studying the inclusions, we can understand where they could make them. Studying the shape as well, the shape of the point, the neck, labbro, or the handle, we can understand who made them and in what age. So they are the best info for an archaeologist to understand the DNA, the ID card of a city, of a layer, of a US, we say. Also, in this map, we can see the commerce and the products that they could travel along Naples between the 1st century AD till the 3rd century AD. Some of them are coming from Tripolitania, some of them are coming from Tarraconense, basically the modern Spain, some of them from Portugal and the Middle East, like Cilicia or Egypt. Naples is not just Roman time, but we have a lot of ceramica invetriata, that is the glazed pottery used in the Middle Age with the beautiful decorations, mostly green, yellow or brownish. But one of the secret of this museum is the pavement made of mosaics dated back at the 7th century. We can see design of birds or grapes, and they are all symbols of the early Christian time, cristiani della prima ora. We have also ceramica smaltata, that is like a glazed ceramic but local production of the 13th up to the 14th century. Our journey to the real underground of Naples is finished for the moment. There are other different entrances for other underground types of Naples, and we are going to discover them for the next episode. So stay tuned and subscribe to the channel.